DM, you see a warehouse in the distance. Player, is it like a werewolf, but instead of a wolf, they turn it into a house? It is now. What are your thoughts on someone choosing to play a noble character instead of a lower class character? Is it a warning sign? I'm very confused. Why? Well, we have a dirty druid hermit, a grizzled swashbuckler, a bard conman, and a bloodthirsty tribal barbarian. And that's confusing you? No, what's confusing me is the fact that you're playing a rich and powerful sorcerer with ties to the upper class. Oh, I'm the party's sugar daddy. Party finds a random goblin. They soon realize it only speaks goblin. Human fighter tries to look cool. They claim they speak goblin. It's not one of their languages. Fighter proceeds to speak broken goblin in the same manner as a middle-aged white woman tries ordering in shitty Spanish at a Mexican restaurant. Goblin attacks party as a result. Evil campaign. Girl joins the group with a warlock slash sorcerer, has the beast speech invocation. Oh cute, she's going to be talking to all the animals. Proceeds to exploit low beast intelligence again and again. Promises impossible payoffs and awful punishments in exchange for a near infinite army of familiars and spies. Walking through a city, she casts Delayed Blast Fireball on a piece of rations. DM describes how a bead of orange light forms around the piece. Proceeds to mush the rest of the rations over the bread. She calls a pigeon over to her, convinces the bird that if it takes the ration to the top of the clock tower, it can eat the ration, and more if it comes back to her afterwards. Bird flies up to the tower where it perches, unwraps the ration, and starts pecking. Massive explosion shakes the city as burning chunks of wood and rock explode outward from the tower. When I first started playing D&D, the GM gave us pre-made characters to speed things along on a tutorial quest. I got a cleric, and reading through the abilities, I was super hyped. We got ambushed by a mixture of zombies and skeletons, and I rolled high enough to go first. So, I turned to the GM and say, I use Turn Undead to become a zombie too, so I can talk. so I can talk our way out of this. They shouldn't be attacking me because I'm one of them, right? Still, one of my favorite moments was when I had to ad-lib a distraction. Our mage wanted to sneak off to check on some enchantment or another, and I volunteered to keep their attention. The GM smirks and says, okay, what do you do? Crod tells an entertaining story to distract the acolytes. Okay, tell me a story. No roll, tell me the story.
Crod had lots of jobs before coming here. Bouncer, bodyguard, gigolo, city guard.
GM, a gigolo?
Yep. Crod was kept man for noble lady. She get off on Crod not being fancy. Crod had to quit though.
Why did you quit?
Fancy pants suitor get mad at Crod for taking his woman. Challenge Crod to duel, then Crod kill him.
And she kicked you out?
No, noble lady get off on that too. Police get real mad though.
But duel's illegal.
Yes, but only if you kill man during the duel.
You killed him outside of the duel?
Well, Fancy Pants tell Crod to choose weapon. Crod choose surprise.
In the very first D&D game that I ever played, our party was standing right outside the entrance to a dungeon. Part of the area was covered in a red energy field. Inside the red energy field, all the grass was dead. And right on the border between the area inside the energy field and outside of it was a collection of dead animals, insects, and other forest creatures. As we watched, a little bunny came hopping up, hopped into the red energy, and the moment that it entered the field, instantly dropped dead. Guess what one of our players decided to do next? Take a wild f***ing guess. I'm gonna die. Crod had a lot of fun in a short set of campaigns. At one point, Crod is hanging out with his group as we travel by river. And the GM notes that we are passing another boat. He asked us where we were. I said Crod was in the crow's nest. The boat is too small. There is no crow's nest. He built one. He can't build a crow's nest. I haven't chosen a craft skill yet.
Crod is carpenter in free time. He enjoy working with hands in a way that doesn't require he put down tarp first.
You have no tools.
Crod glares at some spare planks until they know better than not to be crow's nest.
I rolled to intimidate the wood. GM. Roll it. Crod now has the craft skill Angry Carpenter.